The views and opinions expressed in the media or comments on this channel are those of the speakers or authors and do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions held by this channel's broadcaster, which is Negative 43 TV. Due to the social nature of this broadcasting channel, videos may contain content copyrighted by another entity or person. This channel's owner claims no copyright to said content. The broadcaster of this channel cannot be held accountable for the copyrighted content. The broadcaster of this channel is a messenger and sharer of information and strives to verify, but cannot warrant the accuracy of copyrights or completeness of the information on this channel. If you have a complaint about something or you find your content is being used incorrectly, please contact the broadcaster prior to making a copyright claim. Any infringement was not done on purpose and will be rectified to all parties' satisfaction.
As always, 100% true, and right there is my email address. And hello again, Sneedville. I'm Rich Baritone, and welcome to Sunday Service here on Negative 43 TV. I went live last Sunday, enjoyed it so much, I thought I would do it again this Sunday. I don't know how regular this is going to be, though. Sometimes my wife and I will actually go out on a Sunday. It doesn't happen a whole lot, unfortunately, money being what it is, of course, but I'm sure glad you're here. And let's get our first hello in there. It goes to Shekels McJewerson. You, of course, know him better as Skip. So let's take the disclaimer down and let's bring up on the screen what we are going to be doing. We're going to start off with a little bit of sneediology. It's really recent, but it's in history. It's behind us, so it becomes sneediology immediately. This one here is Christina exposed single ladies. Of course, it means I'm single ladies, but I'll take it as not a typo so much as just a evidence of stupidity. Yeah, after all, we are talking about diaries need, after all, kids. Welcome, Blue, to the show here on this Sunday. It's going to be a little different. It's still going to be a whole lot of fun. Let's take a look back into time, but not too far. This is Christina exposed single ladies right here on Sunday Service on Negative 43 TV. Please say hi to Chaos. And now I'm hovering over the candy-colored button, and let's go.
All right. So like I said, man, this is what happened.
That was really cool. I kind of like Rumble.
God just brought me out of the devil's plan for me. Just like I told you, see, I have every right to feel how I feel and say what I'm saying. It's all the truth, right? Now, like I said, look at what these people did, right? Nothing you said happened.
Everything we say happens because we say it. Don't you understand yet that that's exactly how it works? Please say hi to Chaos if you haven't already, and hit that like button. He's a wise man as well.
There we go. Guy waved at me. I had to stop and say hi. Let me try to get over here. Like I said, right now, Christina knew I was walking amongst traffic, right? Same thing, tried to distract me. These people have no empathy. They had a very clear plan.
Okay. You're the one walking down the street paying attention to your phone. That is not Christina's fault. You might want to read what Christina sent you, but it's your fault because you're in control of that phone, don't you know? You're also in control of when you look at that phone, and if looking at that phone consistently puts you in a dangerous position as a pedestrian, stop looking at it. Hey, look, everybody, it's Dutchy under his new title. Yep, indeed, it's Dutch Man. And Share Consent is here as well. It's going to be a lot like last evening. Never stopped.
Right? Christina's been exposed. People publicly, that chat is wide open. And I told you, like, what do you mean? I'm going to always figure out everything that you're on. I knew it.
Oh, did Sheriff win on the bingo? That's cool. I like that. I had trouble following along. I'll be honest, I had trouble following along because everything or every other thing he says is going to be a hit on your card or somebody else's card. And yeah, it's kind of hard to follow along with. And hey, TZ1119 is here as well.
The
That's
entire
always
time.
cool.
I knew Christina was fake the entire time. She's who got me locked up. Yep, when I was over there.
You knew Christina was fake the whole time. 72 hours later, you're in love. Damn, fuck, shit, damn even.
At UT, right, I showed her a picture of where I was at, and that's when the officer pulled up and locked me up on a 7-year warrant. And I was only there because I was trying to get away from all the homeless individuals out there, right? Because I
am so happy for the dedication, but you know how my shows go on Saturday. If you had to go play softball, you can go play softball. I can't seem to keep Saturday Madness under 3 hours. I'm going to try to do a short show today. Short for me is anything under 3 hours. It's just like that here on Negative 43 TV, 21 minutes after the hour on this Sunday afternoon. At least it is where I am.
With them every day, and I'm the tough guy. So why would I want to compromise myself and my freedom, right? Or have more problems or issues, right? And I was making music, sitting down on a laptop, not bothering nobody. And that happened because she was getting information illegally, pretending to be a good person and be my girlfriend or be there for me. And it was all part of an evil plan.
Goddamn. I should just let it run because it's just, I should get really angry because Ledgeview enjoys it. At the same time, it's Sunday and it's supposed to be a mellow, laid back kind of a day. It could be really tough for me to achieve that headspace today. It just could be. And hey, look, CIA Hole is here under the moniker. I like that word, moniker. Do not donate. And hey, Ledgeview is here as well.
And like I said, there's no way around it. There's no way she can say that's not what happened because regardless, that's what happened. That's what it panned out to, just like with this.
And look, the very, very popular Mimi Loves is here as well.
Today, you have no empathy, no sympathy. And just like when you see me winning and you see me doing these strength feats, you have nothing positive to say. You're ignoring it all. Everything.
Oh yeah, that was a while back. I took a week off because I was feeling a little tendinitis-y on the inside of the left elbow, but no, I've been doing really well with it, and it hasn't come back so far. But anytime, feel a twinge somewhere, maybe the body's telling me maybe you shouldn't do this exercise for a couple of days. That's how I try to operate within my exercise routine.
Thing is fake love.
The body talks, you just can't hear it.
Love, fake heart emojis. I've been nothing but nice to you. I was nothing but nice and respectful to everyone I ever dealt with. I've never met you. I don't know you. You was telling me to believe in something that's not there. Never did. Like I said, it makes no sense. Like I told you, anything you have to say, I don't know what you act like you're allergic to coming on a panel.
Now, this was all triggered, if I remember, by Christina saying that she had went to a barbecue. What was that the impetus for this whole thing?
Now you ain't got an excuse. Go ahead and woman up. You're a grown woman, and it don't take anybody that long to heal from anything they go through.
No shit.
Me, look at what I went through, and I still bounce right back.
No shit. And as he says this, remember, the big point is 72 hours later, he's back like nothing ever happened, which makes all of this just that much more enjoyable. At least it does to me.
Right, and I'm still going through it. Ain't no way it takes that long to heal from something. And that whole settlement thing was fake.
Yeah.
So, I mean, do you understand how big of a felony that is?
No.
I mean, that's
catfishing can be criminal, but Raleigh took nothing from you other than little bits of your sanity, just a scratch at a time. That's all that happened, and that's not necessarily illegal.
All federal lawsuit. So, like I told you, these folks, they had a plan and agenda.
All right, everybody, it's Kelchu Bordner. He is here on this Sunday, and another reason that I like doing this is it gives our European friends a chance to catch up with us.
And they're stationing people around me, sending agents. See, I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm reacting to the behaviors and the things they're trying to do. They're trying to run some kind of program, and it doesn't work. And now I just broke free of your stronghold. Got it.
He is running a program on you. He's probably the only one that actually is running a program on you. It's Raleigh Jones. We're 90% certain it's a catfish. We're 100% certain of that. And we're certain that it's a male. Just because of some of the things that Christina says. They're not especially feminine phrases. Like 90% of it.
God is great. God is good, people. Like I said, I don't have to keep my patience. Why would I be patient with Satan? We don't tolerate Satan in this country. Right. There's a honk from the highway. I figured out your plot over me because you're mad because I have an anointing over my life.
Again, now I thought I beat this joke to death last night, but he needs to hear it again. Anointing is not after the bukkake is over. That's not an anointing. It's a faceful. That's what it is.
Yeah, Christina is not getting a settlement. All that stuff is fake, folks. Right? I'm single, ladies. Come holla at me. That's right. So, like I said,
nobody's going to holla at you. And we all know what happened after this, too, don't we, you fucking suckerfish, you. Kel Chu says it's 18:25 UK time. If I remember properly, that means it's 6:25 when he posted that. And here is a good way of putting something in just a little bit different of a way. It's from DZ. It's being read for the listeners. For the record, I don't even care who Christina is. I just say it's Raleigh because it's Raleigh.
We were never in a real relationship.
Yes.
I never knew you, never met you. And you had the same agenda they all did because you're all connected, working together to go behind my back.
Please welcome an old friend of Negative 43 TV. It's Brett Harley. How have you been? Haven't seen you in a little bit.
And slander my name. And she was still running her mouth. Like I said, you don't talk like that to a man. I never tolerated that. I'm not going to tolerate it now. Watch your mouth. You understand? It's that simple, man.
Yeah,
like I said, anybody with something to say.
Yeah, Kelchu. I mean, you know it's going to happen. When this happens, you have about 72 hours of ranting, and then you'll be back with him. He's unbelievably stupid and gullible. Unbelievably so. There seems to be a difference of opinion as to whether he realizes this is false or whether this is real. I am so confused on that point at this point. I'm just not even going to hazard a guess anymore. I'm just going to say that he doesn't know because it's funnier.
Can come out here and talk to me to my face. Any of y'all. Like I said, that person's looking at federal prison time. Like, bro, you literally put out my location. And that's why I went to jail on that.
We'll have to agree to disagree on that one. I mean, to pull that one off, yeah, that makes one a legend. Okay, that is a legendary move. It's just everything that was done after that was completely fucked up. We'll just agree to disagree. No big deal, of course.
7-year warrant. Every time that I ever got locked up, it was a setup from the ex and all of them. You understand? Oh, no. No, don't do that. Nope, too late for that. Nope, well then talk. Then let me talk. See you.
Yeah, this shit should have ended when he went to Minneapolis. It's everything that he has done after Minneapolis. There's nothing legendary about any of that. But him going to Minneapolis was an all-time great moment, and it was because of Christina.
You keep communicating intermittently. See, this is what she does every time. Wants to turn around and say, I love you. Nope. What you did panned out.
Just assume that we are being sued 24/7, Kelchu, and everything will be just fine. Oh, come on. Hit the button, Reg.
To affecting me. Like I said, I'm completely exhausted right now. Can't even sleep.
And the thing that pisses me off about what just happened was, come through. It's time to end this thing and just get a month's worth of absolutely insane content out of it. But no, he has to return to give Tyrese Need comfort, and he's absolutely insufferable when he feels like that. It's crazy. It's just absolutely crazy on all accounts, both sides.
Because my own girlfriend can't even talk to me and have a conversation. ever. Always too busy. That's not who I signed up with. That's not who you said you were. So forget.
So what do you do for a hobby? Well, one of my hobbies is I pretend to be a woman and I fuck with some insane man. No, nobody's going to side-eye you at all after a statement like that.
Your apology because you're not letting me talk. So this is what they do. They keep on doing it. You know what that's called? That's a felony across state lines.
I know he's been going live while he was walking down the street after dark. I imagine he's going to revert to the backyard eventually because ain't nobody tell him nothing, yo. That's true. Let's go.
Bro. Stop with the mind game
here we
stuff,
go. We
man.
have
like
the
that,
answer. We have the answer from Dezia to read it for the listeners. Nope, he's not allowed, as in not allowed to go live in the backyard. The theory is the other people in the neighborhood complained to the HOA about Joseph's late night rantings. It's a great theory. I concur with that. I would go so far as to say Aminda has received a letter from the HOA, maybe a couple of them.
I'm a mental giant. You ain't playing with me. Like I said, I'm a grown man. I speak when I want. You listen. You do what I say. It's that simple. So like I said, when are you going to let me talk?
For it to go on this long, it's 100% homoerotic. There have been times where the jacking has been a mutual thing, like almost all the time.
You know what I mean? Oh, I'll accept your apology if it's real, right? When you want to make sense. You don't love me. If you love me.
Okay, he already cracked the door just a little bit. Right at the very beginning of this thing, he cracks the door. He was already working his way back.
Wouldn't be sitting here letting these people try to stop me from eating. That ain't making no sense, bro. You talking about, you just said you had a big barbecue cookout, right? You rubbing it in. Every day, every word you said has been antagonistic and part of an implemented plan. These people
say hi to Vladimir Putin.
People are trying to come for my blessings and my future, y'all. And
I'm going to leave that comment up because it's a good one. I'm even going to read it for the listeners. It is, of course, from Vladimir. He leans into the catfishing because without it, he is exactly what we see. A loser with no hope or prospects. The Christina delusion buys him those dreams of millions as he sits being bit by flies. Last line was just great.
They want me to sit here and play a game. That's a mental mind game. I'm supposed to hold on to a blessing. I don't know if it exists. I don't know who this person is. I don't know who Christina is. She's never talked.
You're admitting the truth, and then 72 hours later, you're right back at it, and you have no idea how fucking stupid it makes you look. Maybe I ought to close the window here in the studios, huh? And the church group tells you, I would think that he's banned from it. But the most important thing is they moved out of town. Apparently, it's a nationwide thing, I suppose. And they closed shop in Brownsville. And it would not surprise me if they didn't just shut the whole thing down to get rid of this fuck.
We've talked on the phone. You refuse to come on this panel. Represent yourself. That link is right there. There is no excuse. No, we don't do fake stuff no more. Pull up. Have a conversation. Come on, bro. You still haven't even proven who you are. I don't know who you are. That's crazy. Want to sit there and send pictures and claim they're right because you want to allow folks to paint a false testament. Then that's more stuff I got to go through. No, we're not doing that. So let me know when I can speak. They all did the same thing. They want to silence me, but they don't want to let me speak. It don't work like that.
Here is a totally disgusting theory from Dezia. It's been on the screen for a minute or so, but I'm going to read it for the listeners because it's good and solid, and you need to hear it. He says, I legitimately want to know who's helping little Joseph. Raleigh is either doing that himself, and this is where it gets a little twisted, or he's asking/allowing his wife to do it because one, the other, or both are doing it. God, it's true. It's disgusting because it's true.
You understand? Told you what it is, man. Like, quit testing my patience levels. What's up? I'm right here, man. Let's click that link. Let's get it. Ain't no waiting, no nothing. I'm out here busy working. So like I said, people ain't concerned about me. If they was concerned about me, they would have done something for me and taken care of me. You understand? I'm about to really go in too. So I'm going to suggest You might want to speak now.
Chaos, the assumption is that they do have an HOA because it's on golf course property. I would be shocked if they didn't have one. It's got to be a 99% plus probability. Get the button, Rich. Come on now. It's Sunday, and I'm more relaxed.
Apologize, because I'm about to go in with the facts, and I ain't taking back nothing I say about you because it's the truth. So you make your choice right now. You understand?
Red Pill is here, otherwise known as Barcata Bracket.
I've had enough of this. Acting like they can't go click a link. Like you so busy. You ain't the president. The president ain't even that busy. I'm busier than all y'all. I'm out here working right now, exhausted, because my own girlfriend don't speak to me and won't.
And say hi to Logie Berra. Your girlfriend has never existed. And again, 72 hours later, he's fucking back. You're the biggest fucking sucker of all time. Okay, everybody laughs at you because of this, except those of us who kind of got sick of Christina 2 years ago. Longer?
What? Boy, get out of here. You ain't my girlfriend. You're nobody to me. Real talk. What are you talking about? Like, it is what it is, man. These folks are going to go to prison, bro. You know what I mean? Like I said, and I'm not gonna lose faith in God. As hard as it gets, just like they said I was going to go through this. They said it was going to hurt. That's fine. I'm not losing my faith in God, folks. No, I'm not. See, this is a real journey. I want people to see it for what it is.
Oh, it's red hot rich is always going to happen from time to time because there are streams. I usually review these things, like say in a car before I go to air with them. And some of his stuff has me screaming at the radio. Not really finding any humor in it, just blasting the fuck out of him as I drive down the road, and people pass me and wonder why my head keeps snapping. Yeah, sometimes I get too worked up over this punk, but it's good because it scares him. If he's scared of fonts, if he's scared of typing, he's sure as hell scared of the human voice. After all, he's scared of thunder and lightning. And when I really snap off, there's a similarity, sort of, kind of.
It is. Ain't no friends. These people ain't on my side. Like I said, nah, I'm supposed to be able to go to you for help. You supposed to care. I'm going through hell, bro. You just sitting there letting me go through it, but you eating good.
I need to shave today, Kelchu, for no other reason than my neck is really itchy.
Rubbing it in,
really
right?
itchy.
Every day. Every time, that's all she told me. Oh, we going out to eat. Oh, we doing it. But you letting your man, want me to struggle and not eat while people talk smack to me about it? For what? When I'm making my checks? That's how you treat people? I wouldn't care how much money you had. Boy, miss me with that. I don't want
Chaos, he is not on food stamps. He gets no welfare whatsoever. He really is on his own by choice, despite the fact that doing what you're suggesting right now, what is up on your screen, he'd get everything. He'd get everything. He'd even get a roof over his head because he'd get hospitalized. But he is eligible for everything. But for him to take the help, he would have to admit that he's wrong about everything. And he's just not going to do it. We have a movie title from Sheriff Gone Sent. This is always fun. Get in on the running gag and do it right now. Ernest goes to church and runs off with the offering plate.
I want none of your money. Get lost. I want nothing to do with you. I want to sit there and hold something over my head when I never even met this person and don't know him and have no guarantee of nothing. I've waited for years. Went all the way to Minneapolis so you can make a fake excuse of a fake situation that never happened.
How much you want to bet his pancreas is shut down? You know what that leads to, right?
As I got to the Greyhound, they did it. You must have had somebody watching. You must have known that bus pulled up. That's weird. Like I said, minute I show you a picture, I got locked up.
Christina had nothing to do with it. Nothing whatsoever. And you know it.
Of my location. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy.
All I have to say to that is Shamrock. Shamrock. Shamrock.
Like what? Think they're going to get their way around it. Ain't no sorry. You looking at federal prison time. That's a life sentence. What? Yeah, you get anyone locked up like that, setting them up, you're going to do fed time, bro. You feel me? I don't care what your excuse is. You got no need to do that.
I have to even admit myself that when I go nuclear, I really lay into him. The points I make are typically really high quality, even if I do say so myself. 40 minutes after the hour, 20 minutes until the top of the hour, negative 43 TV on a Sunday.
Can't do stuff like that.
Do so anything again, I want with
while I'm out here walking, they can't talk. They want to type to stop me and distract me. All that's felonies. I got to focus, bro. You see there's vehicles around, right? You see my job real. I don't got time to be dealing with you. See, this is the problem with so-called women. They all this.
Yeah, and always remember the diabetes theory is not put forward as a joke. There's no comedy involved there at all, because about a year ago, I was right there, man. I was right fucking there. I either changed everything or I went over to the other side of the fence. Full blown diabetes. I got it together. So generally anything physical or relative to disease, it's never going to be offered as anything funny, because I believe in karma. And Skip, I just fucking hate to hear that. I don't even know that I knew that before, dude. Man. And you will. And you will.
Like I said, I've never met you. I don't have a girlfriend. What are you talking about, bro? Get a grip. That was mad weird, bro. Like I said, I'm going off what you people telling me. That's common sense. I'm not being tricked. Ain't nothing wrong with me.
Yeah, it has to be. And would it be diet induced? Everything he eats is sugar. There could be some kind of pancreatic failure or something like that. Yeah, I'm not a doctor. I'm a forklift operator.
What are you talking about?
That doesn't stop me from blowing theories out of my ass, because it's what everybody does anymore.
Going off the strength of your word.
Except you fine people, of course.
Keep your word. What's up? Talking about, oh, this and that. Well, say it vocally. Hop on the panel, bro. You ain't got no reason. If you go into barbecue parties, you can hop on a panel. Talk.
Yeah, I think most workout guys on YouTube probably put more people off of exercise than they help to find exercise. I am anti-intensity. Just do it. Do it at your own pace. Do it at a pace that makes you comfortable. You don't have to get on a treadmill and immediately go for winded. Start really, really slow and take a really long time to build up to whatever level you're comfortable with. It's your workout. It's your way. One thing that these guys can help you with is proper form, which is very important with almost all exercises, because, oh boy, can you hurt yourself. But the intensity thing is for the fucking dogs. The dogs and crazy people, because some of those people are nuts.
Back up your man. Show up to every live stream. The person I'm going to be with going back what I do and support me. They're going to show up to everything I do. Not be there, never around. Come on, dog. Who the hell you think you are? That's a peasant. And you ain't got no money and you never will. How about that? Facts. Mm-hmm. Oh, and don't worry.
Oh, man, I had to. I think it was the middle of last June. I went to the emergency room and my blood pressure was like 191 over 110, 115, something like that. It was heart attack / stroke at any minute territory. Did it scare me? Yes, it certainly did. Did I figure out ways to exercise despite the condition of my spine? I certainly did, and I've never regretted it. Best thing I ever did. I wish I was like this when I was 25, 26 years old. But, working on a 7-day schedule and throwing in 3 or 4 16-hour days here and there and everywhere, it would have been tough. Wouldn't have been impossible. But I understand, looking back, why I didn't.
Karma's coming. Karma's real. Karma comes to all individuals who eat. Talk about. Ain't nothing been good about you.
And there is Sticky TT6. I'm getting a little bit behind. I think I need to turn the chat on to all messages. I'll bet it's just on top messages. And boy, oh boy, is that ever a pain in the ass. So welcome, Sticky, to the show. If you haven't done that already.
Never been a good person. Sit there and lie and paint yourself like you something you're not. Boy, stop it.
Now, a guy that I have seen that I like a lot is Joey Swole. He basically criticizes videos of people acting like assholes in gyms. And he's very, very good. He's the sort of guy that would defend a guy like me. He certainly is. I do like Joey Swole. Check him out. Not a sponsor.
What? Yeah, you was trying to get me to go with that church group too. Trying to influence my decisions. I'm on to all of y'all, Narky. Yeah, I'm Batman, the world's greatest detective.
Please welcome Martin de Dossier to the show.
Like I said, I figure all y'all out. But yeah, she doesn't care that I ain't barely slept because of you.
Yeah, top number 191 is eyes popping out any second. It's really, really bad. You would have thought that I would have known better, having been a heart attack survivor, which I still am. You would have thought that I would have known better than to get back up to 230, 235 pounds. But when my back took a shit, I could barely do anything. And I realize now that was because I allowed my back to win. Never allow your arthritic back to win. You can fight back, and you can win. Insofar as you can win, you can win.
Every day you ain't saying nothing to me all day. You ain't even on there. What do I make a chat thing for if you're not going to talk? Like I said, I mean, I'm just saying, bro, I'm just being real. A courtroom, they can't serve justice with something like this.
No, you just go on with your life. That's exactly what happens, and that's exactly what any lawyer would tell you. I'll read this for the listeners from Kelchu Bordner. Rich, I almost am impressed by his staying power. He's limping badly, mouth is destroyed, wearing black in horrific heat, no nutrition, and he has to be sweaty. Not good for anyone. I have learned, well, it seems to be 90% opinion says that they being, people like Tyrese Nita have a really, really high tolerance for pain. Apparently, that's part of the wonderful schizophrenia package.
Look at what they doing to me, bro. Look, this is detriment to health all the way, bro. Like, my health matters, man. There ain't no need for this. And they acting like they really doing something. Bunch of internet antics.
Yep, never think you can't. Never think you can't. One of the most important moments in my life. It's a story I've told, but I haven't told it in a while. I hadn't played golf in 5 years because I didn't think I was physically capable of it anymore. And driving by a golf course would be like seeing your girl walking down the street holding hands with another guy. It's a special kind of hurt. And then one day, Mrs. Baritone and I were driving past a golf course, and I said, fuck this. I'm pulling in. I'm going to see what the deal is. So I pull up right next to the door of the clubhouse, and I open the door, and the first voice I hear some guy saying, I'll get your clubs for you, Dad. Oh, okay, that's really nice. And then I turn around, and I look at the ramp. They do have a ramp at this course. And down it comes. There was no expression on his face. I don't know if he knew where he was or not. The poor guy was a stroke survivor. And he's getting ready to play golf with his son. I'm telling you, 3 times the size, forget that. My heart grew 10 times the size when I saw that. If he can do it, I can do it. And I started playing golf again, which led to, I can get this weight off. I can do it. I can do this. I wish to God I knew who that elderly gentleman was. I'd give him a handshake, a hug. Yeah, it was the most inspirational thing I've ever seen in my life. It was an honor.
What? Yeah, these people, they're going to be serving life sentences, bro. That's crazy, son. What? Look, she's still not talking. Still not saying nothing. That's weird. Hold up.
It's not weird. It's a guy. It's a guy. And remember, 72 hours later, all the shit that he was talking here wound up meaning nothing because you already knew that it meant nothing, because the 8 or 9 times that this has happened previously, you can set a timer to 72 hours. He'll be back within that period of time. Say hi to Joshua Carlton. We're doing some sneediology here on Sunday service.
I'm going to go check right now. Look.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. And there's a guy, I haven't seen his shorts lately. Nico Shines or something like that. Super mellow, ultra nice guy. The sort of guy that you would want to have as your gym coach. Very, very nice. Nice to a fault. Here's an example. He has on a person. It doesn't matter if it's a man or a woman. He has a person on. This person has a Homer Simpson donut the size of my fucking head and dunks it into some milk and starts shoving this thing sideways into this person's face. And what does Nico say? Well, the milk's going to add protein. Good job. What? There is such a thing as being too damn nice. There really is, and it's epidemic right now. Sometimes people need to hear the hard truth. They just do. And then they get upset when they're criticized. Don't get me wrong. I love fat people. I do. Having been one several times in my life, I don't have any attitude toward them. I have attitude toward the arrogant ones. I have an attitude toward the ones that truly believe in their heart that it's healthy in any way. You keep believing that. How many obese 70-year-olds do you see? What's that? None? Go already. For some reason, I like Rumble, and I clicked on the button. Nothing's happening. Let me be more stern. Fucking go. There we go. Man. Anyway, it really doesn't matter if it went anyhow because it's all silence. Wow. Let me see. I'm way behind here. I've been doing too much behind the scenes stuff. Let me go ahead and, well, you can't do too much. It's the behind the scenes stuff that keeps the show going. Okay, we're looking for the circle of mouth. Yes, we are. We're looking for the circle of mouth. We see none. We see none. We see none. And remember, this is a guy that's using free StreamYard. So these are minutes that he can't get back. Keep going, keep going, keep going.
So yeah, okay, like I said, I'm out here. I'm amongst traffic. Like I said, literally this person is distracting with my phone, right? It is unbelievable, bro. And I'm about to say your full name publicly too. Like I said, this is the thing. These people, they do it on purpose. And they act slow, like they don't understand. There's someone yelling Batman.
Deezy, you can kick its ass, man. Take it from me. You can kick its ass. Just remember what I said about no intensity whatsoever. No pressure whatsoever. You do the exercises that you choose to do. You do them correctly, and you do them at your own pace. It's a long walk, but it's a walk worth taking. And I can't tell you how much better you're going to feel about yourself as well. But if you're here and you're on the heavier side and you're happy with it, God bless you. I'll give you a hug. Again, it's just the arrogant ones that believe that it's a lifestyle. Yeah, healthy at any weight. Bull fucking shit. You're wrong. Looking at you, J-Bay. Oh yeah, are you still in jail? I hope so.
Right. I don't know what that is. See? What is that? See? Yes. Hell no. Hell no. That individual want to play games.
You are here at the right place at the right time, Martin. That's for sure.
Well, they got me sleep deprived right now. Look at this. Look at this. All coming from Erica Frost, Siobhan Crow, Jennifer Benish, Ashley Wheeler. Right? I'm about to put your name out there publicly, Christina. Now would be the time to talk. That's not you, buddy. Right. Yeah.
I'll put it this way. I've been into this new life, I'll call it, because it is what it is, for a year. And right now I'm weighing 166 pounds, and I still have a little food. It's not far away from being gone. I would say at this point that I would have to weigh about 155 pounds for the gut to be totally gone, and that's my goal. But would I look like I'm sick? Oh, no, not at all.
If you're sorry, why don't you come and talk? Don't be dancing up and down the panel, distracting me while I'm amongst traffic. See, I'm about to put you on. It
is a mindset, and I listen to a video every night. Enjoy exercising 10 hours. Make a habit out of that one video, and you can rewire your mind. 6 days a week, I can't do without going to the gym. I'm addicted to it, and I believe that video has a lot to do with it.
Keep on.
And whether it's a placebo effect or whether it actually works, I believe it has a lot to do with it.
Going around, moving around. This is all documented for court purposes. Remember, this person will not let me talk. They're dancing around me when I'm trying to speak, and they're trying to play like emotional mind games. The link is right there. Click it. Quit typing in a private chat and come talk. Weird. You're not here for me because you're not letting me talk. I am busy.
I have actually been thinking about doing a live stream and live streaming my workout. I've been thinking about it just to spite Tyree, but I don't know, that's something that I might do. It would be boring simply because about 10 minutes in on the recumbent bike, talking is not something I really get into too much. I'm not winded, but talking can get to be a little bit of a stress. Now, is that something you'd be interested in? I doubt it. I don't know if I would be myself.
Talk. Get on the panel when I tell you to.
You can do it, man. You can do it. We can all do it.
No patience involved with none of you. Like I said, the more time you waste, that's your choice. There is no one on that panel. Okay, now give me a minute.
Don't want to. I think we're getting close. So
I'm gonna tell you how it's gonna go. Hello, who the hell is this?
Erica Frost owns you, you chicken-legged cunt.
Right, exactly. You's a bitch. Yeah. Right, you's a bitch, and you ain't doing shit. Right. Why are you gonna keep talking? Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, harass me. Are you gonna harass me in front of people? No, you're not.
Who was that? Who was that hero there? I got one from Logie Bear. I'm a little slow because I'm listening while cleaning, but I have a request. You know what it is, and you can say it with me. 3, 2, 1. Antics. Yes, indeed. I'm telling you, this hitting the button and then having nothing happen thing is really starting to get up my ass, or he could just be silent again.
Fuck you not.
No, he's not.
Like I said, no, you got something to say, you pull up and say it to my fucking face, rat. What the fuck you filming for right now?
No, Mom's not feeding him, apparently.
So yeah, like I said, you see what these people trying to do because they mad because he a little bitch like that. Like, that's my problem. That ain't got anything to do with me. That ain't got shit to do with me, nigga. They start running their fucking mouth. What's that got to do with nothing, bitch? Get the fuck out of here. I told you that bitch is a bitch. Get out of here. You're going to get the fuck off my server, too. I'm not going to ask you again. Get off the server. I'm calling the fucking cops. The fuck on my shit. Quit harassing me. Fucking weirdo.
And now I would like to express my gratitude to CIA for that.
So, like
shut the fuck up. For that epic cameo. It made pretty much the entire damned thing. Is what? How the hell? Turning Point? What? The actual fuck? Turning Point? No. Fuck all that shit. So that was Christina Exposed. I'm single, ladies. We're working with one of Dutchie's archives. We're over at Tyree's Need Archive right now. And we're going to go ahead and stay with it. Now, I need all of you associate producers out there to keep an eye for any lives that he may launch, because I have YouTube up in a separate tab, and switching over will be easy as pie. Man, I've had a lot of experience switching things over lately. Oh my God. Start one, stop one, launch another one, delete it, start another one, da. So let me go ahead and bring this up. We can look at this thing together. Yes, we can certainly do that. Oh, what to do? Batman wins with pure intentions. This sounds juicy to me because, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. And mama, my intentions were the best. Probably the only 2 lines from a Randy Travis song that I know. As a matter of fact, I know it is. But let's go ahead and click on that, because it just, something about that just sounds disastrous. It really does. And disastrous, when you're talking about Tyrese Nerd, it's always fun. So let's double click on this here bitch, as they say. Okay, it brought it up. And it doesn't automatically start it. That's another difference between Rumble and YouTube. Let's see what happens here.
Greetings, people. Hello to all. How's everybody doing out there? Hope you're having a swell day.
Again, it's a long trip, DZ, but it's worth taking. For example, about Sometime last winter, I was stuck on a plateau, and that's going to happen to you 3 or 4 or 5 times or 10 times during your journey. I was on a plateau. I was stuck between 194 pounds and 189 pounds for 3 fucking months. I don't know. The body just said, you know what? We're just going to rest on this number right now. You keep doing what you're doing. We'll lose weight eventually. But I don't know how that's even possible. But it is. It's a common occurrence, but you keep pushing very lightly. Of course, again, stress and strain doesn't have anything to do with what you're going to be doing.
Mine is always a little bit difficult. But welcome to the show, folks. We out here today. You know, I was watching the cartoon, man. The Dark Knight Returns. Man, the cartoons are like better than all the movies, bro. Them cartoons are something else. Like the cartoon series, Dark Knight Returns. That's really what they copied in the movies.
Oh, you're already on a plateau. Yeah, they're extremely frustrating. There must be some physical reason that happens, but it does happen. That doesn't mean to increase your exercise, get more intense, although that would probably help. Just stay doing what you're doing, and eventually it'll get the message, as long as you're eating right, of course.
Seems like I tried to, but I mean, like I said, I have issues with both of the suits right now.
Yeah, it does happen that way. Too busy. Some of the infirmities may be a little bit too much, but it's always available. But I understand. And back stuff. Oh my God.
Right now, major issues, but I tried.
And yeah, if you do it because you want to impress people, you have completely the wrong motivation. It has to be about your health. How you wind up to look is a side benefit of the entire thing. At least it is, in my opinion. And remember, I'm not a professional. I'm an ex-forklift operator. Yes, I am. Go.
A lot of issues, so I'm trying to do the armor today. So we'll see how it goes. Do the best I can. That's all I could do. But I'm gonna try to push it to the limit, man, because I gotta get ready, bro. I really got a choice right now. Batman just kind of got to be built tougher.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
A bunch of honks.
Now you're going to see a light bouncing around his neck and throat area. You'll probably see it through this entire thing. Those are, in fact, the Rooftop Koreans. They've been working with us for about a month, and their job is to basically keep a measure on him with laser scopes. And they're mounted, those laser scopes are mounted on you-know-whats, and they're filled with hobo tranquilizer darts. That's right, Tyree. It's not reflection off your phone. No, not at all. You are, in fact, being measured. It's a laser sight. You could get darted. You never can tell. Enjoy that knowledge, everybody.
Today, bunch of honks. So shout out to everybody who's in here. How are all of you doing? Like I said,
you are a beautiful guy, Skip. That's true.
Right now, we just need all the support.
And so is Jeezy.
Support from the public that we can get. That's what matters. And like I said, I mean, I had this vision day one. A lot of people, they don't understand it. They don't see my vision. I think some kind of do, but like I said, with crowdfunding and the right support behind me, it's all already there, man. It's all already been built for you. Now, I just need a big push.
It's funny because I was watching a documentary on the Mamas and the Papas last night. Cass Elliot is not typically thought of as a beautiful woman by a whole lot of people. But man, $1 million eyes, dude. She had $1 million eyes. It's just true.
Joker says, all it takes is one big push, one little push. Right? That's all we need. We need a big push. We need a push from the audience financially. And my whole point is I just knew that this could be my job. I knew this could be my full-time career, right? I just knew.
Here's one from Sheriff Gunn said, "Oh, Lord, I hope I don't mangle this one, actually." Joey stars in Ernest Goes Perineum Sunning. Oh, my God. And Shekels McJewerson, otherwise known as Skip, tells us he's queued up. Okay, all of you executive producers out there, keep an eye on it. I will myself. And when he goes live, we will be doing another live switch because it's just become a regular part of every show now. Negative 43 TV, 5 minutes after the hour. Or if you're in Newfoundland and Labrador, it's the bottom of the hour.
Knew it.
Just got to be contrary, don't you, Newfoundland and Labrador? You just got to be different, don't you? Again,
like I said,
I click on the button and nothing happens. Meanwhile, I'll read this from Deezy. If she'd been 100 pounds lighter, she might have been the hottest woman of the 1960s, dog. She would have, if she, what, well, I'm in an awkward place here with that, honestly, but yeah, she would, Michelle Phillips, no, wouldn't even be considered as beautiful. No, she was a beautiful girl. She really was. Woman, what have you.
Dress up. We will do parties, though. If anybody want to talk to me about me being a Batman for parties and stuff, and you.
Me being a Batman for parties and stuff. You know, the real Batman would never do birthday parties. He would see that as beneath his dignity. It's just an assumption since Batman isn't real, but I'm going to bet it would be a pretty doggone good guess. Yes, it certainly would. Got a couple movie titles for you listeners. This one's from Skip. Timu, Jim Varney, Scars, and oh boy, it's not even Smoke 'em if you got 'em yet. This one's going to be a whole lot of fun, kids. Here we go. Find this one. Ernest has a live in the chamber, and then DZ comes through with Lil Joseph stars and Ernest, Born Stupid.
You pay me, I'll definitely go. You just got to pick me up and take me there. I mean, bring me back. That's it.
No, that was Brian Wilson's daughter back in the day with Wilson Phillips.
But I'll stand around.
The blonde was the daughter of John Phillips and Michelle Phillips, I do believe.
Parties and wave and, you know.
And yes, they could sing.
Talk a little bit, whatever. Like, that's all good with me. That's my only condition is I want.
Carney Wilson, I think, went so far as to have the surgery done to lose weight. I think she lost weight and kept it off.
I want some cake. That's it. I want some cake and some pizza, whatever food's there I want access to. That's all I ask. And
oh God, no. Oh no. Okay, this is ironic since we've been talking about exercise and diet. Oh my God, this is what he wants. If he plays Batman at your child's party, it's never going to happen, but God, it's hilarious. Here we go. Okay, we got another good one. Damn this thing. Martin says Joseph and his Technicolor teeth. Technicolor teeth.
I'll stand around at parties and wave and.
You know what, kids? It's simply that time because it's that time. Please look at the upper right-hand corner of your screen. It's Smoke 'em if you got 'em time. Let it rip. Let it go if you can at all. Or have something to drink or something to eat. It's all about what makes you happy. You're on Negative 43 TV. Let's see. If I click on the button, will it start this time?
You know,
yes.
Talk a little bit, whatever. Yep. Like, that's all good with me. That's my only condition is I want some cake. That's it. I want some cake and some pizza, whatever food's there I want access to.
I'll play your kid's birthday party, but you gotta feed me. It's part of the writer, I suppose. Legal Code is here. I'm not laughing at that, obviously. That's a great thing that Legal Code is here, but wow, just fuck, man, that was an all-time great moment right there. And hey, Zook McSqueezin is here saying, pay him in food. You listeners needed to hear that. It would probably be all it would take.
That's all I ask. And like I said, pay me. We'll negotiate a fair price. But I'll do parties too. Like I said, I'm the real thing.
Oh, did she? I have never heard who the father of her daughter was, but yeah, she was Michelle Phillips was a real piece of work, wasn't she? Yeah, yeah. Michelle Phillips could have probably at that point in time she could have had any well, you know what that she wanted. And when Cass Elliot laid eyes on Denny Doherty, the lead singer, she fell in love. It was a love at first sight thing for her. Totally unrequited, of course. And she had confessed this to Michelle, who very shortly after, armed with that knowledge, put Denny Doherty's dick in her mouth. Not a whole lot of good going on there, especially since she was married to John Phillips. Yeah, this was like Fleetwood Mac 25 years before Fleetwood Mac.
Which is better? Don't you want the real Batman at your party? Not some fake perpetrator wearing a damn costume?
Oh my God.
For real.
Here we go, Ledge. Dude, I need to really rip one right now. A hit, not a fart. Yeah, usually rip one means a fart. For some damn reason, nope, not talking about that at all. Negative 43 TV.
I know y'all folks is mad. Some of you, I went the hell in on you last night, didn't I? Yeah, I had to correct those lies. That nonsense is what it is. It's all nonsense.
Funny you should mention James Taylor. Do you remember a movie called Two Lane Blacktop? It starred Warren Oates, James Taylor, and Dennis Wilson. Yeah, drive-through type movie of the early 70s. I have to see this movie. There are co-leads. James Taylor is one of the co-leads along with Adam Oates. Can you believe it? Not Adam Oates. What am I saying? Warren Oates.
Hippity hoopla. Right? Hippity hoopla that doesn't matter. Right? See, I want to talk to people. I want to have an open chat, but you can't do it, man. Understand? I'm not going to keep on.
Can you have any luck whatsoever with a doctor or a dentist or anything of that sort right now? It sure doesn't look like it. While we're stopped, we have another movie title for you. Here it is. Timu Jim Varney stars in Ernest Will Work for Leftover Used Food. That's the key phrase there. Used food. Regurgitation, it's on his menu at this point. He's that desperate.
Trying to do something when people want to be immature and petty. You understand? It's just crazy. Like I said, I've tried to just conversate with all you folks like a normal person.
You can't. You're not a normal person. Anyway, I didn't stop to say that. I stopped to read this to the listeners. It's from Sheriff Consent. Joey and Ernest G checks all the kids in the bounce house.
These folks, the ones who fail, I've noticed the trend. They don't like to
hear
you talk.
You see why I refer to you good people as writers here, right?
They don't want you to talk. That's the thing.
That's a winner.
They so in their feelings. They say delusion. If you don't agree with their delusion, they want to silence you. That's what all this is about. It's a pettiness. You know what I mean? I'm seeing news stories every day. We just had a whole bunch.
I can completely and totally believe that. That sounds like a very good theory, DZ.
Of stuff here in Texas. Y'all heard about all that Central Texas flooding, what it created? What did I tell you? People, you going to start listening or are you going to start believing me? I told you these are targeted weather incidents. The government controls the weather. You'd be naive to think not. You know how many catastrophic events like that have happened just recently, and they're always targeted to specific areas. That and God, I mean, God is.
You don't know anybody that still sells the old-fashioned way, Ledgeview? I've been to a dispensary here in Ohio once. I went on opening day knowing that it was going to be an absolute mosh pit, and it was. It took me about 2.5, almost 3 hours to work my way through the line in order to have the honor, the privilege of buying a half-gram cart for $35 plus tax. I get what I get now for $15 for a gram, and they've still done nothing about the prices. I don't go to dispensaries. I go to my dude.
It's moving as well. It's the hand of God, right? But these things are there's never any coincidences. Things are happening because it's playing out the way that it's supposed to. You know, as much trouble as this has given me, right? Because of
I don't know about much
right?
about. Shut the fuck
I'm gonna try.
up. I clicked on it that time and it didn't stop. This is getting really weird. Yeah, reclaiming wax. I don't really know what the procedures are relative to that. I sure wish I did. Now, as far as like, pipe resin, yeah, I've been smoking that for nigh on 50 years when things get really tough. And I have found, especially back in the day of just brown, commercial brown with a lot of seeds, many a time I would clean out a pipe and, put it on the foil and hit it with that straw, and it would be better than anything I had put through that pipe. And that, especially back in the days of what we would consider absolute bunk nowadays.
Try to grit it out because I really would like to just convert to this steel armor almost permanently, because if I could, I'm going to use both still, but I just feel like it's.
I will tell you one thing that I will not voluntarily have operated on would be my back. I've known two people that, spinal fusion and all this shit made it worse for both of them. Made it a lot worse.
A lot more secure. I think it offers more protection, which is crazy compared to a bulletproof vest. I honestly feel better in this.
Full competence is not required anymore in anything.
Like, this thing is durable too, bro. Like, it's pure steel, man, and it's kind of like reinforced. You know what I'm saying? It's got all these rivets showing off my beautiful curves. Because my body really built like this. Don't you get it twisted. My body built like this underneath this here costume.
No, it's not. No, it's not built like that underneath this costume, which you just referred to as a costume, and you long denied that it's not a costume. This is for real, yo. No, you're not built like that underneath that tin plate. You're not. In fact, you have what I like to describe as butter tits. Somehow, some way, you still have butter tits. You would have thought that your chest muscles might have got a little, side benefit from all the stupid arm and shoulder muscles that you do. But it hasn't. You have butter tits. You look like hell. You really do. All misproportioned and everything. And DZ says the suspected father of Cass Elliott's daughter, I believe it was a guy named Rich Day. He played bass for the Mamas and Papas for 30 shows. Did you know they only did 30 shows total? I found that to be somewhat astonishing.
Yeah, Batman is ripped, right? So I just noticed in the movie, it was crazy because Batman's running around and all he really has on is like a gray Under Armour. I've realized that's pretty much all he's wearing is like the
that would be good, DZ. That might bring it more into line.
Under Armour that I have, and I've thought about doing that, but I'm like, it's not enough, man. It's just not. I mean, it's not. I could do it like that, and you could just depend on pure strength and resilience to move through everything. But I mean, once stuff gets real, we're gonna run it.
Yeah, California. Yeah, legal weed prices aren't really a problem out there. I understand. 91% off of a cart delivered for $10. Boy, it's not easy. The living sucks. That's why you need this shit in California.
Into some real stuff at some point, trust me, in these major cities. And we're going to be building new suits. Don't get it twisted. There'll be better suits than all of this. There's nothing wrong with them, or they'll be in combination with it possibly. But I have to get like neck protection built, like a whole swivel thing right here that covers, and then that'll help protect me from this. I got to do all this. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of semantics. It's just a lot, man.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of semantics. It's so funny when idiots use big words trying to sound smart, and yet they only wind up sounding dumber. Yes, DZ, there is no explaining sciatica to anybody that has never had it. It's beyond excruciating. It really is. I always like to say it feels like your foot is about ready to just blow out, explode right through the soul.
So that's what I'm saying. You know, people gotta understand I'm really Batman for a living for my career. I really did take on the entire criminal underworld and win. Not just online, everywhere, in reality. I shut down illegal organizations hands-on. You all made me Batman, right? You licensed me, you gave me a career, and every move that Trump makes licenses me a bit more.
Yep, that is a totally reasonable red pill. I'll read this for the listeners. He can't possibly shower because his hair's always greasy, never groomed. Yeah, there's no way that he's taking any showers whatsoever, ever. And it's a very common thing among locals. Sloth, I think they call that. It's a deadly sin there.
In the cartoon, he's running around with basically just a shirt on, okay? And he would survive everything because God is with him, because he's blessed. That's the way I look at it, right? Just like me. So he would get through everything, but it was like, I'm just saying, he didn't have any protection.
I am on the lookout, and you can join me. Come on, be an associate producer. It's fun.
Within the suit, really. You know what I mean? And a big concept that people talk about and want with Batman, half the point, is he's supposed to basically be bulletproof, right? Like I said, this is like reinforced steel, bro.
Oh,
it's pretty good. I know it'll do something. It's definitely got to be resistant to some degree and level. And then the thing is, you're moving. I'm always moving around and quick. You know, I'd rather depend on this than that vest, especially with all the issues I'm having holding it up. Like I said, I can get some new bungees and try to tie it down, do the best I can.
Hopefully the comments will run better. I just now switched on all messages, and we've been here an hour and 7 minutes. I better take another hit because in less than 5 minutes, it'll be time for Schizo the Cat. You just love Schizo. I know I do.
But it just, this is more Batman. This is what it is right here. I mean, the other look, people tend to like it, it seems like. I don't know why, but I mean, it just, to an extent, you know, I'm going to use both, but like I said, and we're going to be building new suits at some point here. Let's go. But end of the day,
I'm not muted. Come on.
I had that new car smell. End of the day, right? I mean, I just like this all around better. I think
you bet those are the top 3 words. Especially, I like how you put electricity first. They say we have an electrical system, and if that's true, that is definitely an electrical pain. There is no other way. It's like holding bare wire. It really is.
If I could get used to carrying the weight of it on me and get quick enough with it, I think that it could work for now, right? But that's my whole point. You know, also it has rip protection, which is a main component, you know, because you just know.
If you saw Batman Madman, I clowned him over this because he claimed that you couldn't get a vest with rib protection. I then showed about a 10-second video of a young man removing full body armor. Once again, you don't know what you're talking about, but gee, that's just nothing new. Got one from DZ. I'll read this for the listeners. This isn't so much funny. This is historical. History from the past. If you're a listener, and especially a newer listener, you need to hear this. Again, from DZ. Jenny told us long ago what Joseph's showers consist of. He stands under the running water, dries off, and puts the same dirty clothes back on. Doesn't even use soap and shampoo. It's true. It's absolutely true. And I want to know what the fuck it is with lol cows and just being stanky ass.
Know how cowards are and what they do, and you know, like I said, I've come up against all that stuff my entire life, man. It ain't nothing new. You know what I mean? Does stuff scare me? Kinda. I'm kind of weird though, because it gets me excited.
Wow! Jeez, yeah. You just let me know, Dees. We will definitely make that rendezvous. I haven't been to Ashland, Kentucky in over 20 years, probably at this point. Certainly 15. We're going to take it back because I found what he just said absolutely fucking astonishing. Hopefully you did too. Here we go.
But end of the day, I had that new car smell. End of the day, right? I mean, I just like this all around better. I think if I could get used to carrying the weight of it on me and get quick enough with it, I think that it could work.
Have you seen his new kind of style of short where he backs up from the camera, then runs at the camera very slowly, and then executes a slow kick or maybe a couple of slow punches like that's supposed to be impressive? You would barely have to duck. I mean, I wouldn't allow him to hit me in the face or anything. You never can tell when somebody might get lucky. But it would be about a 10-second fight for virtually anybody, including elderly women.
Whole point, also it has rip protection.
You got to watch out with those old ladies that carry canes, use canes. Sometimes they're loaded.
Which is a main component.
Sometimes they're actually machetes.
Because you just know how cowards are and what they do. And, like I said, I've come up against all that stuff my entire life, man. It ain't nothing new. You know what I mean? Does stuff scare me? Kinda. I'm kind of weird though, because it gets me excited. You know what I mean?
You can't write it. You can't. What do you mean by it gets you excited? Oh, God. And it's not my mind running off into a dirty place. It's probably exactly what he's talking about.
I view everything like a challenge, but yeah, I have fears. Things scare me. And sometimes you got to run just for self-preservation, not because you're scared, but just because it's the right thing to do. It's the smart thing. But, Batman ain't running, unless it was just completely pointless.
Yeah, if it's still there, and I'm assuming it is, I'm going to assume you Googled it. Yeah, that would be fine. I haven't been to, actually, like I said, probably about 25 years. My brother doesn't live in Pikeville now. He lives somewhere else in the state.
Senseless. And,
which sucks because he was up in the holler. He's up in the middle of nowhere, had a beautiful trailer, double wide. I mean, some of these things can really be impressive. He had one. It was absolutely wonderful.
Not part of my job description, a waste of my time, which a lot of it is.
And both my mom and my dad come from Louisa, Kentucky. I should say came from Louisa, Kentucky. Unfortunately, they're both gone. But yes, that is the area of the state of Kentucky from which my blood came from, both sides.
Just because people are having a bad day or they're upset or they don't like seeing Batman win, doesn't mean I have to deal with them. I could just say, whatever, you know what I mean? People try anything with me, I can always get the hell away from them. Yes, it's not a sign of being a coward. It's a sign of being smart. I can skedaddle too. So that's my whole thing, Such is life, man. Life is life. That's why I'm not here to have conversations with people who are trying to talk to me in an immature manner and not be realistic about what I'm facing and what I'm coming up against. But like I said, Batman don't do no running. Never.
That's all you ever do. You run from any challenge that you are ever met with. You expect everybody to do everything for you. And again, when a fight shows its head, you run. You run 100% of the time. You run. Never forget, you were stuffed into a locker in high school. Never, ever fucking forget that. Clown.
Never have, never will. Ain't about that. It's just about sometimes you got to be smart. And I don't owe y'all nothing. I'm not here to prove no point. What I'm here to do is do my career. Feel me? And my career is going to be coming up against a lot of stuff like that. I already know.
Jesus Christ, stop. Well, wasn't that awkwardly phrased?
Like, I'm ready as can be. I don't think you can ever get ready for stuff like that, really, but I'm ready as can be. And like I said, the thing is, that's why we have to build the suits up to specification and have complete protection.
Yeah, that was my brother's place. Everything except the foundation. It was truly impressive.
You understand? Because things deflect, right? They deflect. Things move. It's just a lot. You know what I mean? A lot goes into it. So yeah, I mean, I need all the protection I can get in the new suits when Christina and I build them together. And if I start trying to build more off of these as we go here, right? But like I said, it all takes money. So hopefully we can get some folks to donate today. Just because I don't send you a request doesn't mean you can't send anything. So please understand.
That's one thing. Another reason that you should never give him money. I mean, nobody here ever would. But if somebody donates to him, it's just endless cash requests from there on out. Endless. It never stops. And when you don't do anything, you're the asshole. Don't help this motherfucker ever, 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 ever. He should be eating out of that's what I meant to say. Eating out of trash cans every day.
Understand that. We need all the help we can get. Shout out to the people, the few, very few, but the few who truly support me. Shout out to you. Seriously. I'm very thankful. Hold on.
Hold on. Yes, indeed. Nothing is ever going to be more professional than telling your audience to hold on in the middle of a stream and then supplying them with no entertainment whatsoever. I'm getting good at this time-killing thing.
Like I said, we already know what we got to do. Just got to put our mind to it and do it. Feel me? But yes, this is my real career, my real job. I will never give it up. I would never want to give it up. I would never want to go work a 9 to 5 and flip burgers instead of being Batman. Like, I'd do it on the
because you could eat. If nothing else, you would do it because you could eat, and you would be fired very shortly for not only slacking but eating while slacking, which will get you canned from virtually every restaurant there could ever possibly be.
Side, but I ain't giving this up. There we go. He gave me the peace sign. He was excited. That's cool. See, we got fans, and some of these people who just driving around in circles and whatnot, they might just be fans, but you just gotta, keep in mind your behavior looks very odd and very confusing. There's another honk. See, we have a lot of support. I just need to get them on the channel, and hopefully some of them will support financially. Because I just need help.
Okay, I'm looking at my phone right now. I'm wondering, is it just me, or did he actually cancel the stream that he had loaded up?
I paid for all of this out of my own pocket. I mean, that's a lot to sit there and try to see what I'm saying. These people try to pull a fast one on me, act like I'm like them, and they keep trying to project, knowing that they're lazy and they don't want to work. But I work harder than anyone. They all know this. I do everything for everybody. That biker was staring at his stuff playing.
Yeah. Eating more than you're supposed to at a restaurant. Every place I worked at, there were two of them. They fed you. They allowed you to have a meal on the house. They certainly did. I remember my first place, which was called Dibbles in Columbus, Ohio, in German Village. And for a brief time, from the early 70s on through the 70s, one of the hippest places in town. And to this day, I remember the sub sandwiches. Oh, man, they made all the German stuff, too. I love Wiener Schnitzel. I had that more than once. But the subs, I still remember the subs. They were so good. And nobody abused the privilege. Absolutely nobody. I don't think it crossed anyone's mind.
Oh, man. I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. wrapped in plastic. It's fantastic.
You can Here it goes.
You can hit my Cash App, donate and send me free money. I deserve it because I'm your Batman. So like I said, at the end of the day,
You'll pardon me for a moment while I pick my jaw up off of the floor. Holy shit, fuck, man. Barbie girl? Barbie girl. Walking down the street, singing Barbie girl. There's something about that just doesn't strike me as very criminal element. You know what I say? It just doesn't seem real gangsta. I don't know anything about what is gangsta or not, but I know that isn't. I just kind of do.
you have a magnitude of fans, a surplus, if you will. That's right. Man, this armor really got me. Like I said, God help me, please help me to persevere and give me the strength to come through conquer all these impossible obstacles and challenges. Please hold me together in one piece. Y'all do not understand what I go through, man.
Yeah, we do. We watch it every day and we're entertained by it because you deserve it, because you're a bad person, because you're an evil person, because you think violent thoughts 24/7. What if something snaps and you start acting on those violent thoughts? It's very unlikely to happen, but it could happen. Your brain is sort of a powder keg in its way.
Like, I don't even understand how I'm still standing. My foot's got a big blister on it, and I'm still out here doing it because I refuse to give up.
Oh yeah, every now and again, still, even though carbs aren't my favorite thing nowadays, I go out and get a frozen loaf. I think it's Rhodes. Oh man, it just takes me right back to my childhood because my mom made that bread a lot. It never survived dinner. It was eaten hot and fresh. Ooh yeah.
The readings are like, love on yourself. It's okay to take some time off. I refuse to take a day off. You know why? Because Gotham needs protecting. And only one man can do it. And that's me. I am the Knight.
You're a lot of things. The Knight will never be one of them. It's time to say goodbye to the Pit King for right now. Just for right now. And you know what that means? Yes, indeed. It's time for our favorite mascot. It's Schizo the Cat. As you well know, he has his problems.
I am vengeance. I am Batman. See the reaction to that.
You are hobo. Hear you roar.
Nothing. Not even a nod, a wink. And then just standing there with his hands on his waist. Would have thought he would have had a reaction to that. Yeah, he's looking. See the reaction to that. He's protecting. And only one man can do it. And that's me.
Okay, here we go.
I am the Knight. I am vengeance. I am Batman. See the reaction to that. Nothing. Not even a nod, a wink. And then just standing there with his hands on his waist.
Just standing there with his hands on his waist. Yeah, it's a very standard posture to take when somebody say, "What the fuck?" It's also very common to take that stance when somebody says, "Are you fucking kidding me with this shit?" Wow, he actually wanted somebody to hear that. He wanted someone to hear that. Man, no shame. No shame whatsoever. You know what I need right now? Other than I don't need any more hits right now. Trust me, I don't. What I do need, though, is a cup of coffee. So I'm going to go start a cup of coffee, and then I'll be back, and then I'll go get my coffee when it's done, and I'll just bounce back and forth like a madman. Negative 43 TV, 39 minutes after the hour. I will be right with you.
Would have thought he would have had a reaction to that. Yeah, he's looking. Maybe it's one of the haters. Maybe he's not a Batman fan. Maybe he likes Spider-Man. I don't know, and I don't care. But yeah, like I said, let's go for a ride, honey.
And do you know how I know that Smoke 'em If You Got 'em just ended? I went to make my coffee, and doggone if I didn't leave my Batman mug in here. It happens all the time, but is it coincidental after a Smoke 'em If You Got 'em? Maybe it's not.
It's too much. Oh, for real. Oh, man. But yeah, like I said, we continue to win. I'm sure there's some people mad at this Batman fever that everyone is caught. For real, because they straight haters. Those are the same people been mad at me for existing since the beginning of time, because they're probably like overweight and can't run and can't exercise, and they mad because I look good. I'm just saying. A lot of people mad, but there's a lot of people happy about it too. So, like I said, hopefully I'll be all right, man. We just got to keep on trying to push through the impossible. Through impossible odds. But yeah, I just noticed that in the cartoon, he didn't have any protection, really. He was just like in a shirt. And I'm like, and Joker's all doing all this crazy stuff with him. I'm like, dude, you got to have some, some form of protection. I mean, you have to. Forget trying to be a goody two shoes. You got to protect yourself in these streets. That's the thing people don't understand. You have to, but you got to be smart about how you do that. And having a suit and being nothing but hands is pretty much the best way to go about doing that. Because then they can't ever say you're doing anything wrong or you're malicious. Like, no, I'm defending myself. That's what I have to do. I don't have a choice. So, it's a great excuse when you're a goon, gangster enforcer such as myself, like me. But yeah, like I said, people are funny, man. People ain't got nothing for me, man. People just are in their own world. A lot of them jealous, whatever it is, what it is. But like I said, I'm gonna be trying to do what I can, try to work on my energy levels a little bit. I'm taking some vitamin C water today. No, Mike Saha, you did not invent that. I did, and you stole my idea. You started running around the internet saying nonsense for no reason. I don't know what your point is. He's a funny little character. But you see who won, you see who became famous and who clearly didn't, who nobody knows who you are. Oh, man. So you got to kind of hold that L and deal with that one, brother. That's the thing. Oh, then they want to come back over because they've been stalking forever. Oh, we supposed to be friends. We ain't friends. What do you mean? So now that I made it, now you want to talk? See, that's the thing. I told you, there's going to be a bunch of people from the past that want to talk now. I'm good. We ain't talking about that. You know what I'm saying? That stuff weird. Y'all convenient. Do everything to stop someone. They talk about truces. Ain't no truce. Ain't no peace. What do you mean? It's on. It's been on, boy. Just the difference is that all you folks be hiding and I'm out here every day. What's up? Tell me. Be different. Built different. Oh. Stuff good too. I almost felt like it did help me a little bit today so far with energy and stuff. Maybe I do need to be taking it more because I really haven't been taking it at all. Help me with It's weird because I used to take it all the time, and that's when I kind of had all the issues. So it's confusing to me. But yeah, no, I don't need anybody who stole my ideas trying to tell me what I should do. I mean, come on, bro. It's the weirdest thing. Isn't that the weirdest thing? You're going to take my idea, then try to spit and regurgitate my idea and tell it back to me. Like, what is wrong with that fool? What is he talking about? Like, what is your actual objective? Like, you're just pointless. This is weird. he worried about the federal indictment. Like, yeah, bro, it doesn't matter if you're in Sweden or wherever. I mean, if you commit crimes, you can be held accountable by the court of law. Yeah. I mean, you're part of a huge federal indictment case. So, yeah, you'll probably, I don't know, we'll probably have to fly you over or something. You know what I mean? But the thing is, you're still laughing and joking around. Like, you don't know what time it is. I mean, bro, you looking at federal prison time. I don't know anybody who would laugh at that, who's, actually understands the reality. Like, all them people are bluffing. They're trying to act crazier than they are still. Like, see, the more you do that, the more the judge is going to see that. Smart one. It's not a good choice. Hold on real quick. But yeah, I just noticed that in the cartoon thing, he didn't have any protection. I feel like I'm pretty smart because everything I was doing was, well, let me just create the little bat suits and then, start, continue to do what I've already been doing before I ever put the suit on. And it worked. But I'm just saying, this offers more protection than, just wearing a shirt. That's for sure. A guy in a shirt is going to have a hard time with me. I mean, you can't even do nothing, like my whole body, my upper body is completely covered and protected. And I'm quick.
I am
And I
back.
can
It's
move.
not that I was
I mean,
muted. I
this
went
is
and,
what it is.
hang
And
on a
like I
second.
said,
Shut up.
it's all.
I said that I was going to go make a cup of coffee. Well, I did do that, and I wound up getting into a conversation with Mrs. Baritone relative to a doctor's appointment that she has tomorrow. So that is why I was gone longer than I needed to be. Not muted. I simply wasn't. I wasn't here, but fortunately for me, at least I did warn you. I didn't intend to be gone that long, though. So let's hit the button.
Been working. I've been the real thing this entire time. It's like I said, I just devoted myself to the training and I got off all other stuff. I've already accomplished everything. This is how Batman moves, very efficiently. So we mad successful. We got folks upset because, well, clearly they don't know how to succeed. Right? That's not my problem. That's their personal issue. I'd be who has to deal with that to try to fix it. Right? They'll probably have a hard time. Yeah, I think I am going to start trying to.
Okay, I just checked the comments and I didn't see anybody, but if you snuck in while I was getting coffee and speaking to Mrs. Baritone, please make yourself known in the comments. You deserve to be welcomed, but I don't think I missed anyone, though. But if I did,
do some vitamin C again. I haven't really done it in a long time. Maybe it's what I need. Looks like it might be helping my skin issue a little bit, which I never had ever at any point. I'm only having them now. Convenient, And like I said, it's just we need people.
I don't, strangely enough, I never use a printer. I think the printer I have right now might be 15 years old, but I'm sure those are like cheap as fuck anymore.
I want the public to donate, man. Like I said, I'm going to push every day to get people to send money. Again, I'm out here. I'm going to try to do some training today. But yeah, I think the vitamin C will help me. I think it'll help rebuild my muscle.
When it comes to anything relative, like, computer cables and things like that, the general assumption is I don't have it. I know about as much about computers as I do about driving cars. I'm actually somewhat concerned about putting this whole thing together, being an old fucking everything.
So I'm gonna start trying to do things. Might be exactly what I need right now. But we just need folks to get on board, get on board the train, and that's about it, man.
We need people to wake up and figure out what side you on, man. Is you on the side of good or are you on the side of evil, boy? Right? I said, Bobby Boucher, that woman is the devil.
Shut the fuck up for a minute. Thank you. I will tell her that. It seems like her arthritis is acting up more than it usually is, and she's having stiffness in joints that she didn't have before. So yeah, I'm a little bit concerned here. There it goes again. I hit the button and it didn't start back. There are things about Rumble that are better than YouTube, but I can tell you right now the go button is not really all that responsive. Negative 43 TV. I'm Rich Baritone and I'm making excuses.
Are you on the side of the devil or are you on the side of God? Side of the Lord. And it's the truth. Which side are you on? Pick a side already, boy. Boys and girls, all y'all need to pick a side. Men and women, even though we have no men and no real women, but we need people to pick a side. That's all. Pick a side, man. It's good versus evil, man. It's the only thing that's going on since the beginning of time. And right now, finally, we are starting to make progress and gain ground.
Well, if that's the case,
we're winning.
If that's the case, I will assume, and you can assume too, that you said it because you pay attention to things like that. You really do. Hey, everybody, while I was getting coffee, I got this too. Ladies and gentlemen, this portion of our show is brought to you by Sprite Zero, the official drink of Jim Cornette. And I must say it this time in the most mongoloid way possible. Not a sponsor.
If people can say what they want, but Batman is winning. Like I said, every day I'm winning, man. And I'm progressing. And that's why I'm saying, like, why would I want to just not do anything when, that's the only way I get my opportunity is walking.
Yep, we'll assume that I have the cable that I need. It's the best way to go. Like I said, you're pretty thorough with us.
And getting out here and getting things done. I'm just being honest. I don't really have a choice. The more that I can push and the more I can push with what I'm doing, the farther I can get. Feel me?
No.
I converted to my other shoes for now. They're hard to do things in, but I'm going to have to try to get myself used to them because I just think that overall, I think that they're going to be better for right now.
He's wearing the Gucci's. He's wearing the Gucci's. He's wearing the charity Gucci's.
Other ones are giving me a ton of issues.
Perfect for his feet.
I don't need to go through that again. I already went through it once, a major thing. So hopefully nothing like that happens. Hopefully we're good. But, God blesses me, man. I'm divinely protected and he pulls me through everything. And that's why I just keep my faith in God. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I'm not looking at slowing down because to slow down is to lose out on money that I can make in the future while I'm doing this. To slow down at this time to me doesn't make sense. I had the best months I've ever had, other than I didn't get any bonuses or anything, So, yeah, I've had better months, but overall with just, doing everything just straight.
I will check and I will let you know. It'll be after the show though.
Straight up without any bonus. Yeah, I had the best month I think I've ever had. So, and God told me that I was going to. So right there, I just keep on proving to you that I'm directly connected to God and he'd be talking to me. He'd be sending me downloads and messages. I told you. So, the
download and messages that you're talking about, downloads and messages, are from tarot readers. It's sorcery. Most mainstream religions would consider tarot to be something akin to black magic.
We're already up over $12. Check will accrue some more today. Let's try to get this money, man. What if we could make enough to get over $20 already today? What if I could start trying to get where I'm making $10 a day? See, that's my goal, is to push with this hard as I can.
I don't really want to shit on that myself because I would be thrilled at that. But then again, once again, it doesn't match his rhetoric. So I suppose it's okay to clown him.
And get this where I'm doing it. The Penguin was saying some nonsense talking about, he learned how to, what do you mean? You never made any money on here. You never made any money ever at any point doing anything. And you got fired from every job. What do you mean? I'm the one who's teaching the game. I'm the one who knows what I'm doing on this. So you're not making any sense. I've been making money the entire time. That's why you're upset. It ain't about money, brother. It's about a purpose. See, I've accomplished more than every agency. That's why I did this. Not for just money. but I'm glad that I'm making money. And that's the thing. Like, these people, they just don't want to see you get to that point. But the way that they look at it, it doesn't exist. You know what I mean? It's not how it works, bro. It ain't about you. You can't look at success as a destination, because that's why none of you are at that destination at any point, because you have to enjoy the journey along the way. So the success, is within the journey, not within the destination. If you're just looking at that destination and that's all your mind is on is worshiping money, that's why all of you never achieve it, because you don't have God with you, because you're worshiping money, which is worshiping the devil. See my point? You're all worshiping Satan. This is why you keep losing, because God keeps on doing you in. Because
I remember when 2 gigs was a really big deal.
And you're never going to reach this destination of success. And even if you do, you'll be miserable and empty still. You see why? Because God is the only thing that fulfills. All you evil people need to give it over to God and come to God. You understand?
Skip, my mind is like a sieve. Good memories there, huh? Cheech and Chong reference for those of you who may not know.
Quit, divvying around, moving around. Just make up your mind. It's a one-time thing. You're just with God or you're not. It ain't. I call on God when it's convenient, like Jamil Nuts was doing Jamila, right? One minute it's God, then it's the next thing. Yeah, you can't do that. See, God is real. You don't try to test his power like people like that, like Jamila did, and claim, oh, you're a witch, and you can't sit here and try to play God and then not expect God to deliver karma on a silver platter. That's just how it works. God's going to show you people.
God doesn't deal in karma. Isn't that like a Hindu belief or Buddhist or something? I believe in karma because I see it right here, right now, but it's not a Christian concept.
You little pathetic human beings every time. Who's in charge? Trust me on that. Like I said, I am God. That's my father. That's my second father, right? I got my dad, right? And then I got him, right? And like I said, I mean, until y'all get the right mentality, y'all clearly never going to. I mean, what are you going to do? Are you all going to come to God when you're sitting in that prison cell? It's going to be kind of late then.
Oh, man, there was nothing like Napster, and there'll never be anything like it again.
Most of you probably ain't ever getting out. Honestly, you're going to be in there forever. So, I mean, what, you going to come to God when you're in there?
It's, like I said a few minutes ago, mainstream religions would consider this black magic. It's probably more aligned with voodoo, and I don't know shit about either one of these things, but I'll take that guess.
I'll tell you, man, you might want to get on it now. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, people understand I'm here to do God's work. I'm here to do the will of God.
Heretic shit. Yeah. It figures that he'd be biting on it too. He'd be biting on it hard.
God, I'm trying to help even people that tried to do all this to me, right? Everything they could, right? I'm still saying, hey, yo, you got to come to God.
No, he talks about it every day. This is only from 6 days ago. But when he talks about downloads, he's talking about YouTube tarot readings that are generalized readings for people's entertainment, which is to say that they're useless, but everyone that he can somehow mold into the image of what he thinks he needs to hear, he's going to go with that. The other ones are, full of shit, of course.
The people who tried to do all this to me, think about that. What a good person you have to be, what a pure heart you have to be and have. And I'm still trying to bring them to God to help them.
Yeah, and the crystals people are just fucking strange. They're just strange.
Sometimes for a good person, man, like I said, it is what it is. I don't even care about the federal lawsuit because I wish everybody well. It's just I have to hold you accountable.
Why, I can do that, Skip. Okay, listeners, join me. It's a new word that we have here. 1, 2, 3, blaspheme. Say it with me again. 1, 2, 3, blaspheme. We can throw this one in a whole hell of a lot because Joey absolutely, as you already know, has no idea about Christianity. He probably has less of an idea than I do. And that's saying something relative to this subject.
Accountable in this case has to happen, and people need to see what's going on. We all know I'm superhuman. We all know what these people want to be, and that's the thing. I want it to be publicized. It might make the news. And the media.
Okay, DZ says it's called scrying. God, I hope I got that right. Staring at a bowl of water in the dark. It's the same as a crystal ball. I think they use mirrors for scrying too, or whatever the fuck that is. My God. Do what you want to do, but never ever forget it's my right as well to say what they're doing is fucking stupid. Doesn't work even. Negative 43 TV, top of the hour wherever you are, unless you're that annoying Labrador and Newfoundland thing going on. It's 25 minutes after the hour up there at Contrary Land.
Needs to get on their job too. If the media hasn't put me on TV anywhere or in the newspaper like down here, that's insane, bro. Especially down here, like they need to contact one of these news stations. Y'all need to make the story about me already. And I don't really care how you tell it, because y'all always lie, especially in the valley. You'll twist details and lie and try to paint me in some other light. I'm sure. I don't really care. It all is part of the territory. But give me some press, and please.
Mudvayne's bass player is you real good.
Trying to make it positive. You know what I mean? Give me
the original one.
Some kind of press. I don't expect people.
Ryan, what? What is his last name?
To get on there and actually give an accurate description and say, man, the man is the son of God. He's a second coming, and he's literally survived all these crazy things in front of us.
Got to read it for the listeners from Sheriff Gunsent. Joey, in blasphemous earnest, gives Beelzebub a Blumkit or Beelzebub or whatever.
Like they could have.
It's always been Beelzebub to me.
Video footage and everything, and you can pull some from the channel. There's a little bit on here, so it just is what it is, man. But like I said, much love to everybody out there. Down below over here. Like I said, I'm out here for a minute.
Sure.
If people want to come do the training, $5, 3-minute session, an hour is $50, right? I need clients. I need to get money in my pocket, and that's all I need. If I could just get a couple of clients to get this business started, I would get a whole business show on the road. I'd be good. Gucci, have everything I need. That's what I'm saying. See,
clients. Tee-hee, chuckle, yuck, everybody.
I made this whole move. I put tons of money into everything. And all I'm saying is, can the public just participate? It's not helping me. It's just support me in what I'm doing so I can get this business started. And like I said, it's just crazy, the kind of treatment. But yet support each other and support all the other people. It don't make no sense. You know what I mean? So I'm going to keep on pushing. See, this thing, they expected me to give up a long time ago. I'm not giving up ever, man. You know why? Because my daddy didn't raise no quitter. I wasn't raised to give up. I don't know how to give up.
You quit and you run. Remember that. You quit and you're a quitting runner or a running quitter. You can say it any way you want. It's still going to be true. I'm telling you, this thing's really getting on my nerves.
All I know how to do is keep going. I can see it in my videos. What people don't understand is you're just seeing a grown kid who loves his dad. With me, that's the truth, and I'm just doing what my dad taught me.
Grown kid, is that something of an admission here? It could be.
That's all. My dad taught me keep getting up. My dad taught me keep on going. My dad taught me stand up for yourself. My dad taught me that no matter how hard it gets, you keep going. That's one thing he did teach me. He taught me work ethic, and I ain't never, ever going to stop doing what I do. I love my dad. That's the truth. Do all this for him. You know what I mean? And Christina and everyone else I love. You know what I mean? My mother, everything. So, like I said, at the end of the day, it is what it is, man. We got a lot of miserable people on here. Let them be miserable, and we're going to keep on. All right? Bet. One. Let me try to make some more money here. All right? Easy. I know y'all mad because I got where I'm making money, right? That's what they said, right? Yeah. Making this moolah. We getting paid something, boy. We got to make this next check. Like I said, $12 up over $12 already. Let's go ahead and get this money. All right, that's what they wanted to do and can't. They got to move ingots all day and sit there. They're a bird that can't fly.
You mean ingots? Wow.
Ah! Ooh, for real, Penguin. Oh, yeah. On you. Big man. That boy mad as hell. Him and that brother that can't even move forward. Boy, stop it. Go move your ingots and be quiet. Thank you. All right, we'll be back.
And he did come back and come back and come back and come back. And that was Batman Wins with Pure Intentions here on Negative 43 TV. It certainly is. Let me see here. We go back to the archive. I'll be here maybe another 20 minutes. Half hour, maybe. Try to keep it down to about 2 hours and 15 minutes. That constitutes a very short show around here. Yeah, we're that out of control on Negative 43 TV. Let's go back and back and back and back. Oh, this one could be fun. Batman is the blueprint. You bring up the curtain so you can see the thumbnail. I don't know how well you can see that, but oh my goodness, this one could be extra stupid. It's 32 minutes long, almost 33 minutes long. I'm going to click on it and see how far we go here. I mean, I have to spend some time with Mrs. Baritone at some point, you know. Negative 43 TV. Batman is the blueprint. Okay, he's got the whole baklava thing going on there. Let's hit this thing and see what the hell happens.
All right, what up, folks? How's everybody doing out there? Hope you're doing good.
Yeah, he is. Yes, he is, Chaos.
Should be all right. You should be hearing me good, I hope. I had the headphones.
You know, I've never heard of a Serbian film. Part of me wants to find it immediately. Part of me wants to forget that I've ever even heard of it after, you know, what I'm seeing here.
It was on a minute ago. So we already got like 4 videos or so. I think it's 4 uploaded. My
or I will talk to you a second time. Yep, your breath stinks of elderberries, I think it was.
My vest is giving me a little bit of trouble. It's moving around too much, and I don't like it, but got to put up with it for now until I can figure out some other way to get it to stay secure, possibly. May have to get some new bungees.
Oh boy, DZ. That sounds like fun. I'll read this for the listeners so I could just share it with you. Aftermath, Ascension, a short film about a guy who works in a morgue. He likes girls.
I don't know when I can.
Holy fuck.
Shout out to everybody.
Balaclava. Yes, you're right. You're right. Hey, what the hell? Balaclava. I found a word I'm having problems with.
Any support at all? Thank you.
Although if he was wearing a Greek pastry, that would be funny too. This thing is really, really getting up my ass, man. If this is the 10th time it's happened, it's the 20th. Let me just start clicking the screen.
Again,
maybe that'll be more reliable.
I'll just be, keep on my mouth closed about any of that because, we got all the blessing blockers out there and they want to stop me from winning. And, they have tried everything they can and none of it is working. And that is reality, right? We're just barely starting to get a slow and steady pace. If I can get the public behind me right now and people to start donating to this channel and to my cause and to this project and everything I'm doing with this, we can make it happen, man.
Boy, man, Sheriff Consent describes a Serbian film as vile. Oh, like I said, half of me needs to see it right fucking now, and half of me just wants to totally forget about it.
I'm gonna make it happen regardless. You know what I mean? That's my mentality. But I'm just saying, I need help, man. I need support. I need the public. I need people to step up. I let Christina know I'm live right now. I love you, honey, more than anything. So hopefully we can get some people to step up and show some more support. Shout out to all of you who have. It's just been like 2 people, but thank you for that. Seriously, from the bottom of my heart, because it's a big deal right now. It's a huge deal. And if you donate, you can always try to tell me in there if it's okay to say your name, your first name. I wouldn't say full names, but if you want me to say your full name and shout you out when you donate, you can let me know. If you don't want that, you could just not say anything about it. Yeah, there's a guy out there. I don't know exactly who he is, but I don't know if I know him or not, but he stepped up a little bit, man. He's been consistent and he keeps stepping up. I'm waiting on Michael. Michael has kind of
I know that, Deez.
always been there too. I don't know what's going on with him or what, if he's busy or what he's got going on, but hopefully Michael will step up because we definitely need more funding. We need more support. You know, there's just things that I need right now, like things I really need that I got to try to get. And, you know, I'm on a very tight, limited budget for right now. But anything,
what you're saying is you're broke, right? I think that's what you're saying. I think he's saying he's broke. I think so.
you contribute helps, man. And if people really feel generous and feel like helping, if they donate, you know, some substantial amounts of money, I mean, it can help me to do everything. It can help me to get another bicycle and get rolling on some wheels again. There we go. And, you know, all that is toward the direction.
Please welcome C-Can to the show on this Sunday afternoon. It's Sunday afternoon where I am.
That we're going to be heading is getting mobile again at some point here, to any means, and trying to get the funds.
I'll certainly watch it, and I can guarantee you it will not be deleted.
And money together to hopefully get to the point that I can purchase like the electric bike kits or engines or what. I don't know how to do it, but right. I'm going to have to figure out with somebody who does. My homeboy.
I'm going to have to figure it out with somebody who does. I'm going to have to figure it out with somebody who does. What he means is I need to have somebody put this thing together for me.
I know. And, I mean, anybody, if you got those bicycles that they run and they have like an engine on them, you need to stop and talk to me and holler at me and let me know.
They'll be watched.
No, just give me a fair price. I'm not paying, I don't have money like that right now. I'm not paying expensive prices for nonsense. It is not that hard to get a bicycle and get a little engine on it.
Apparently it is. Why are you walking? And holy fuck, that chin just gets bigger and more massive and more grotesque with every passing fucking day. Good God, you're ugly.
They do not cost that much. So, you know, don't try to play me because it won't work. But if anyone knows that, because I've seen them downtown here and stuff, if anybody knows how to do that, we need to talk. Like ASAP.
What a bum. What a leech. He's just helpless. He's Batman, but he's helpless. He a gangsta B, but he's totally fucking helpless. He can do nothing for himself. Absolutely nothing. Which brings to mind, does anybody here think he doesn't wipe his ass? I do. It just seems like it would really, really fit in with his character. I mean, it's not the right word, but it's the one I'm going to go with. Meanwhile, I believe we are going to close the show this afternoon under our favorite condition of all. Yes, that's right. We're going to go smoke them if you got them. And it's going to remain so until the end of the show, which will be in approximately 20 to 25 minutes.
Because that's what I need, and that would enable me to zip around and get around at the right speed and trajectory to do what I need to do, and then I can make my rounds and do what I'm doing. I can't wear the steel armor on it, more than likely. I mean, I could, I wouldn't want to. It would be not a good idea because it doesn't have mobility, and it'll just lean right there on my leg, and then it'll be, you know, all up in the way.
Why, thank you, Vlad, but we got a little bit to go yet. There's more fun to come.
And it's pure steel, so you don't want to play like that while you're riding the bike. I tried it once and it went all right. But I'll wear this. I got to figure out how to get this thing more secure. I could tell you the things I need. There's a couple of things I need.
I appreciate everyone as well, Vladimir. It's one of the true ironies of this whole thing that there's been so much, community, brotherhood, even love in some cases that would not exist without this buck stick. It is really amazing. It's the only positive thing that he's ever done in his life is Sneedville, which happens to be a community that's dedicated to hating him. The irony of that has got to bother him.
You know what I mean? Like, I mean, it's basically like a new cape. I need one that's like the original cape, so it's longer again, because I had to cut this one, and then part of it tore. So it's worked perfectly. It's perfect. Like, I'm gonna keep using it and keep it, but I just need a new cape because it'll flow more. And then that way, if I'm mobile on a bicycle, I can use this one.
That way, if you're mobile, oh, okay, I get it. He still wants to use the mini cape for when he's riding a bicycle because he doesn't want to get it caught in the chain. I would say that's actually a smart move, but the whole thing is so stupid. There are no smart moves within any of that.
But that's why we have the cape the way that it is, because it actually takes like semantics to do all this that the public doesn't know about because, well, you're not Batman, so you don't understand how much went into this. When my cape was too long, it used to keep getting caught in the scooter rigging right in the part that was like almost like the engine. They said it wasn't, but it would heat up.
The drive wheel, yeah.
And yeah, the cape would get caught in there and the bat cycle would stop working and I'd have to pull the pieces out. This has been a whole thing. It's a whole project. It's a whole thing.
Okay, again, you can see the scope right around his neck area. The rooftop Koreans are on him at this particular point in time. Were on him. This happened days ago.
You know, I mean, if you want to joke around and play around, because I'm the real thing, but, you know, they should have people doing this as a school project. It'd be kind of funny, you know, like if a student in college or something or whatever wanted to.
If you're talking about a college of psychiatry, I agree.
I'm going to try to become Batman, and if they had a budget and had the money, I mean, you could try to do it. You know, you could pretend you will not be able to follow my footsteps. I promise that. I've accomplished too much. I'm too tough. Y'all ain't built like me, but you could try. You know what I'm saying? You could try, but just don't do it out here where my street.
And the best thing about them is they hate Taiwan every bit as much as we do. So that it was just a perfect collaboration situation. Fortunately, General Fiorina signed off on it. And at that point, I said, welcome. You now work with the Order of Action. You join the Red Triangles and the Freemasons in this mission of torture.
Streets are. That's all I ask. There's only room for one Batman in town, you know, but I mean, I think it'd be kind of a funny project for somebody to do. I think it'd be kind of cool. I mean, if you had money, you know, if you came from a wealthy family, if you had like over 100K, $250,000 in the bank at least, and you wouldn't need to spend much, you know, you got money like that, like I've had in the past, you good, you Gucci. You know what I mean? But you could just buy something that zips around, moves around like that.
Money you had in the past, there's the key phrase.
Get the suit, get the cape. See, that's not what I did. That's not at all what I did. I made my money cooking last, and then I took everything. I had to put it into building everything. I had to create the situations. I had to build it all from scratch. It took a lot of money.
Well, Skip tells me something about the Rooftop Koreans that I did not know. They are AOA affiliated too. Ancient Order of Assholes. I haven't contemplated those guys in a long time. Are they still bitter dicks?
A lot. You know what I mean? It wasn't easy. All this stuff, this bulletproof vest cost thousands of dollars. And this is just a level 3A plate. That's another thing, too. If people send me some more cash, we just need money. We need funds. I need help from the public. If you can give me, even if you just let me borrow it or gift me a scooter.
Okay, I'm going back 20 seconds. This is the part I like about
something that zips around, moves around like that.
Rumble being this in this situation.
Get the suit, get the cape. See, that's not what I did. That's not at all what I did. I made my money cooking last, and then I took everything. I had to put it into building everything. I had to create the situations. Had to build it all from scratch. It took a lot of
yes, it would be a really good time to be a bitter old man, wouldn't it?
money. A lot. You know what I mean? It wasn't easy. All this stuff, this bulletproof vest cost thousands of dollars. And this is just a level 3A plate. That's another thing too. If people send me some more cash, we just need money. We need funds. I need help from the public. If you can give me, even if you just let me borrow it or gift me a scooter.
I have to read this for the listeners because I'm operating under the assumption that you're all adults here. It's just a guess. Anyway, DZ just delivered big time. Says C-Can, his armor is for high school plays and porn with ugly actresses. The kind of porn where the girl has a very visible C-section scar and a missing front tooth.
I've heard people down here say that. You'd have to just pull over and have it with you or something and just give it to me, I guess. I don't know. You kind of can figure out how I move a little bit. Sometimes I switch it up, but for right now, you know. But, you know, we got to have a budget, man. There's a lot of things that go into this that I'm not able to give right now and I really need.
Well, you know, there might not be anything wrong with it per se, but if your life has come to a point where you're making porn, you may need to step back and reassess. You really may need to.
And it would help tremendously. I got to try to figure out the belts, utility belts. Then we get into the real fun stuff because if I have a budget, see if the people can help.
And I say that as no prude.
I mean, the audience can help me just create the budget. I
mean, have you seen the list of porn stars that self-deleted?
Limitless, man. I mean, you're talking about. I could start figuring out how to invent and.
It is so silly that we need to use euphemisms for words that people have been saying forever. The word that is actually descriptive of what occurs, can't do that anymore. Committed suicide. Oh, I'm kidding. Come on now.
Create the grappling.
That should never be an edgy act of defiance ever.
Thing. And like, there's ways to do it. Like, that's what I'm saying. If y'all give me money, if the audience will donate, I mean, they sell.
Now, don't get me wrong. I wasn't talking about the women. I was talking about anybody, men and women. If you've been reduced to doing that, even though apparently you can make a shit load of money anymore at it, you really still need to step back, take a look at your situation, and ask yourself why you are where you are. Remember, the internet is full of lists that I just mentioned a minute ago, and those lists are really long.
Oh, I think it's like $20-something. It'll be a fee online to order, but they got Kevlar scarves like this, which is what I need for the neck, right? I could get that for like, I think it's like 20-something, but I don't know what it is with the fees and taxes. Probably a bit more. Well, that's what I'm saying. Everything just costs money, but that's a pretty good price. And I think I can find it again online and I could purchase that. Need that. What else? I could work on, rib padding, rib protection for this suit, for this one. Work on getting this more stable, secure, where it's not bumping up and down. I really don't like it, and hoping that I'll be all right from it because it's not good. That repetitive, you know what I mean? What else? It's on the tip of my tongue right now, man. The hell else was it? Oh yeah, on Temu. I don't like Temu at all. I think that all they do is scam every 5 seconds.
This is what he's saying. I bought all of it at Temu. Let me paper this over.
Personally, I think it's pretty obvious what all the companies do. But Temu sells, and they have them online, I'm sure, from other companies. They got these claws and hooks, okay? And that's all you need. I mean, you literally could invent a grappling thing. I think you just would need something proper.
Allow me to tell you a story, a true story. Happened about 35 years ago. A buddy of mine that I worked with said he had just found the most perfect woman in the world. And boy, can she really fuck. Oh yeah, really? Yeah, man. She wanted it up her ass. She swallowed everything, man. It's fucking great. It's like, okay. So yeah, man, I think I love her. You really need to reassess that. You really do. I mean, you just need to back up and take a look at it. You also need to back up and take a look at guys that ask for that kind of stuff real quick. Just saying. I'm turning into a prude in my old age. What I'm saying is the odds are they're going to fuck around on you in this case. Oh, man, what the fuck's wrong with you? It lasted 3 months, and she was fucking 3 other guys that we worked with.
Probably with some propulsion. I just want to make sure that
there you
if I
go.
do that,
I don't even know how we got here. My God, am I Dr. Ruth now or something? Every now and again, things get pear-shaped, as they used to say, but it's a really good thing in this case. Negative 43 TV will be here for about another 10 minutes.
it's legal and it looks okay. I mean, it is legal, but I want it to look okay so no one
Yep, that's true. Always has been.
mistakes it for anything else, you know what I mean? Because I'm always just me and my hands, and that's it, you know what I mean? But I want to figure that out, because they got all that, and then you could just get like a cord or like a steel cable. You get propulsion somehow out of something, and then it would just projectile out, launch out, right? And you'd have to have harnesses too. I can order harnesses of some sort, attach it to whatever belt I got, or a Batman belt, and voila! If you can get the claw and the hook to weave in there and swivel in there on a swivel, right? And you can harness it. And if it was a cable that was strong enough to pull you, and if it was made like that, where the cable would actually start bringing you that direction.
Yep, that's how it goes. Sometimes you just gotta live your life and let whatever happens.
It's a very scary concept. I'd be in midair. It's not an easy thing, but I could at least take the steps towards trying to figure it out. And if I tried to do it down here, I'm sure people would think the videos are pretty funny.
Yeah, it is funny simply because it's him. It's extraordinary to me how much worse he's become in the 6 years that I have been keeping track of him, that I have been in Sneedville. Deezy's just making it sound worse by the minute. He says, read it for the listeners, if you're 45 plus, you're getting a woman with a criminal record who's a recovering addict, and she had 3 kids with 3 baby daddies.
Of me trying to do the grappling thing and actually harness and actually climb up, but I'm smart enough, I can figure it out. I mean, I've been able to figure everything else out. People tried to build functional bat suits for years, man. They've been trying to do this forever. I'm the only one who just said it's not that complicated like anything. Took 18 gauge steel armor, put a cape on it. Took a bulletproof vest, put a cape on it. Voila, 2 bat suits. And they're fully functional, right? And I do everything in them. So it's like, I'm pretty smart guy, right? And it's the same thing with stocks. People overcomplicate stocks. Stocks are very simple. The stock market just operates off of human, behavior and fear, and mostly off your fear, because you got a fear-based, world, sadly. And that's why they always lose their money. So that's the thing. I never really lost anything. I've done well. I just have to start over for no reason, because, people's games and problems and whatever, sabotage. That's all. I didn't fail at anything. I've succeeded this entire time. And I've had to succeed a million more times than any of you. And that's why I know so much. That's why I have this knowledge base. That's why I try to teach people, because I'm a symbol of success. Never failed at anything. So
about the only thing I'd say, Deezy, is they simply do not make Mrs. Baritones anymore. I believe I got the last one.
That's why when you get these people who have failed at everything and they want to get online and start projecting, and I'm all right. I can see your agenda and you're just thirsty. That's all that is. So, like I said, I mean, acknowledging somebody's accomplishments isn't a choice.
I've accomplished everything. I accomplished everything with this, never folded, right? So again, don't get online and say things that don't exist. I don't know what that is. I don't know where they do that at, but don't do that. You can't do that. See, you got to give credit where credit's due. You know, understand? So when people accomplish things, they accomplished it. I'm a boss, man. I did everything right with this. And these people are looking.
Another thing I will say, I was born in 1961 and I landed on life, to me, at the perfect time. I avoided all the wars. And while things were not, totally wholesome, because things were never totally wholesome, my childhood was normal. Probably one of the last great American childhoods. We had free range. We had free range. Mom, I'm going to the park. Okay, have fun. Mom, I'm going to go play football in the alley. Okay, have fun. Dad, I'm going to get on my bike and I'm going to go fishing. Have fun. We're getting 8 guys together on a Saturday and we're going downtown by ourselves on the bus. You kids have fun. Be careful. That one right there might actually get a parent arrested nowadays. I'm just glad that I'm where I'm at now because I was young when it was truly worth it.
And up to me.
I don't think
I'm the blueprint. I'm the architect of reality. Batman went and became everything. I'm the entire blueprint. And now all these people trying to study my moves. And I'm going to say something else again, man. I don't know why.
Yep. Girl boss.
But don't act like y'all ain't paying attention that Cyrax keeps quoting me, bro. That boy is like my biggest fan, obviously. I mean, he's sitting there talking to him on the videos, and I just look at him occasionally because they're funny. And he'll be talking, and he's mid-sentence, and then he starts talking about, what did he say? He said, he keeps quoting Batman because he's obsessed with me watching all my videos. I'm his hero. What was it? About the shadows, he said, you were only born in the dark. I was molded by it. Oh, for real. That boy thought he was Bane. Cyrax thought he was Bane. Oh, for real.
Well, when you go on that 6-hour drive, remember you can take Negative 43 TV with you wherever you go. We will be here for another 10 minutes.
I'm telling you, I got him quoting me, Coach. All of them. It's funny as hell. I don't. Other people's business ain't my business. I'm not here to judge. I don't know any of them folks.
You're not here to judge. I mean, let's face it, we all judge. We've been judging here for some time in the comments. We really have been.
I don't know nothing about him. You feel me? But I'm just saying, that man is a big deal.
And it's cool.
And it's crazy because the ones that keep announcing, they have.
And do be careful, Sheriff.
Have to use those videos just so they can try to barely get by because they're all poor and they ain't making no money off of them in the first place because you can't make money off exploitation. Common sense, smart one, right? And they act like it's such a serious thing, but they don't make any bread. That's the actual truth, right? So at the end of the day, it's just funny because the announcers, they keep trying to talk about it and then they have to ignore it. Or the one just said, hey, you can clearly see what Cyrax has been watching. But they don't want to.
He talks about Cyrax as the peer that Cyrax is. Sit down and take a look, buddy. Something wrong.
Bring me up because if they give me any more shine, these people make a career off of saying people's names and coming at them online and blah, 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 and doing all their weirdo stuff. But with me,
dude, I know your story. And if this is, if it helps, by all means.
They're afraid to speak my name. Think about that. I'm the only one who has a presence that's that gangster and that powerful that even the online trolls are in fear and completely terrified to even speak my name, right? And not just because they know it'll get me attention. I mean, they're genuinely scared. You know what I mean? So it's like, become a legend. If you become more than just a man, if you become an ideal and they can't stop you, then you become something else entirely. What's that? Legend, Mr. Wayne. Feel me? Give me a minute here.
I'm not muted. I'm waiting for him to do something. Apparently, my goodness gracious mercy me, I was fucking around with something, and I can say I didn't notice. I am higher than fuck right now, and I'm really enjoying it, but I guess we're going to have to tack another 10 minutes on this.
Once a day,
Go.
Try to keep pushing. What I went through physically is literally impossible. One of the hardest things you could ever go through. So, I mean, that's why I believe God's promise. I believe when he tells me I'm an immortal vampire, I'm immortal. You know what I mean? Because how else would I have made it this far? If you could even understand or comprehend what I go through every day physically, you would understand. But
I don't know that I've seen the other two films in the trilogy, but Night of the Living Dead, yeah, that who knew? There is no way that they knew when they were making that film in the Pittsburgh area that they were making a movie that would be watched 500 years from now. I think they made it.
None of y'all do, because, well, most of you probably don't care. And if you do care, I mean, you still don't have any way of really understanding it. You know what I mean? Because it ain't you. It didn't happen to you. So be thankful for that. So, I mean, with me, like I said, I don't know, it's weird, man. Life is crazy, bro. All these things happened to me. I went through these things because these people, they targeted me and all that. But
you're way too good to me, DZ. Way too good.
At the same time, it's like it's almost like it's sparked the change, and it created the brink and everything for all this to take off and maybe be a huge part of me becoming Batman. And that's the way I try to look at it. So like I said, that's why I'm Batman the Alchemist, because I alchemize even the most negative stuff and try to turn it into a positive. That's just what you have to do, man.
But yet everything gets worse. So I think it doesn't work.
You have to. If you don't, I mean, you're going to have a hard time all the time, just being genuine. But tired, man. But shout out to everybody. Much love. Like I said, we're going to keep on delivering and trying to do the best.
And that movie would pop up at drive-ins for years after its release, too. Years.
Best we can. I don't know. It is what it is. Today I'm tired again, but yeah, it was because I was just going through stuff physically. But like I said, man, we just need money, man. We need all the donations we can get. The more we can get people on board with this, the farther we're going to go and be able to take it. All right. So like I said, just keep on donating, please. I'm really trying to do my best as far as, the requests on trying to hold back a little bit, because I really just need some help. But I try to keep them relatively small, like $5.
Yeah, when my age was in the single digits, the big thing was Friday night horror movies on TV with a host, usually. Ours didn't have a host, at least initially. It was called Chiller Theater back in the 1960s. And it was on Chiller Theater that I saw the first movie that legitimately scared the piss out of me. It was a Vincent Price movie, as it certainly was. And it just absolutely scared the shit out of me. The movie was, of course, The Last Man on Earth. Man, that got to me.
You know what I mean? Like I said, the one dude...
Don't go to sleep till 4 o'clock in the morning got to me.
I mean, he went out of his way, man. I mean, it was very nice of him. I mean, let's get real. He sent me like $20. You know what I'm saying? And then shout out to, well, I'm not going to say their name, because then
my wife loves Alfred Hitchcock Presents.
These people start doing the same weird stuff. But, the other person, they've donated consistently. They just started, but, they'll send like 5 at a time, and I appreciate it.
I think so too, although some people do laugh at, Vincent Price's grenades that he was throwing at the end of the movie. I'm not really convinced. You had to approach that like it was a play. I did just instinctively, and all of a sudden everything was fine. Personally, they were overlooking the forest for the trees on that one.
And there's another request out right now. So hopefully people will understand. I need it right now, man. I need all the help I can get. That's why I'm asking. And, it'll really, really change things. It helps me tremendously. You know what I mean? And like I said, we just got to get through this month. We got to get.
I'll read this one from Skip Timu Jim Varney, starring in Ernest has another one fucking queued up. Oh, tell me that you're kidding. Oh, tell me that you're kidding. So some of you other broadcasters that are on Negative 43 TV may want to get ready
to this check, and then we got to keep pushing from there and see what the next challenges are, because there's challenges every day. You know, every day looks impossible. That's why, in my opinion, you have to turn to God.
Every day looks impossible, but my life is beautiful. He does have one queued up, doesn't he? Oh my goodness. He hasn't been long lately, relative to his. No, I can't do it. If anybody out there is available to go, you're going to be able to take over in probably about, again, 10 minutes. He does have one queued up, but I need to go spend time with Mrs. Baritone. So just doggone the whole thing, you know, except the spending time with Mrs. Baritone. It's kind of what I'm all about.
You know, every day for me has been literally impossible. And you got to turn to God. You got to give it to God. It's just the truth, you know.
Skip comes through again for the listeners. Ernest says, no cap burn.
So another thing, like I said, I have a big problem with that church cult, church group. And my reasoning for that is because, well, they're corrupt. They're doing a bunch of illegal activity. It's all illegal. It should be shut down. And I mean that. Other than that, all these other people, I support them. I support y'all's jobs. I support your careers. I just have to say how I feel. And, you know,
boy.
Sometimes it's going to, you know.
We're getting ready to go here, but I have to tell you the title of what he has queued up. This one could probably result in some angry rich. This one is called Batman is the King of All Kings. Yep, he's calling himself God. I can feel the rage starting now. I really can.
May not be what everybody wants to hear. I'm not a people pleaser. I need to say the truth and reality. You know, we need to have this system fixed. Oh, there's my honey. I was about to get going, but.
Oh boy, this one's really losing steam here, isn't it? Yeah. This show right here is not losing steam in any way, shape, or form, except that's all I have for you on this Sunday afternoon. You're on Negative 43 TV. Thank you for being here on this afternoon. Highly appreciated. Kind of a different show, wasn't it? I thought it was cool. The best shows are when it seems like no one's paying attention to Tyree. We're talking amongst ourselves. Those are the ones that I really treasured. I believe this was probably one of those. You're very, very welcome, DZ. Programming notes, I would say hang by YouTube, because if he goes live, and apparently, started 32 seconds ago, so somebody pick him up. He is live. He's live right now. I gotta go, kids. I just gotta go. You know what I'm going to say? It was a great party, but you do know what I'm going to say, so you may as well go ahead and say it along with me. It's time to bring up the house lights and go home. I'm Rich Baritone, and until the next time, I'll talk to you. Oh boy, way to end it, huh? Let's try that again.
I have slept the surly bonds of earth and danced the skies on laughter-silvered wings. Sunward I've climbed, and joined the tumbling mirth of sun-split clouds, and done 100 things you have not dreamed of. Wheeled and soared and swung high in the sunlit silence. Hovering there, I've chased the shouting wind along and flung my eager craft through footless halls of air. Up, up the long, delirious, burning blue, I've topped the windswept heights with easy grace, when never lark nor even eagle flew. And while with silent, lifting mind, I've trod the high, untrespassed sanctity of space, put out my hand and touched the face of God.